Good evening, everyone. How are you? I'd like to call to order the Village of Monee's Planning and Zoning meeting of September 21st, 2022. Let's rise for our Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please. Bettenhausen, here. Brophy. Here. Culp. Linner. Lindstrom.
Here.
Trevino.
Here.
West.
Here.
I need a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting of August 17th, 2022.
I make the motion.
I'll second it.
All right, roll call, please. Brophy.
Yes.
Culp.
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Bettenhausen. Yes. All right, we're actually going to jump real quick to unfinished business. Iroquois has requested that we table their application at this time, so we will not be discussing that tonight. We are going to move it to tentatively to November 16th at this time, and that's their request. Next, we're going to move on to open to the public. Is there anyone that would like to speak?
Can we still speak on that issue?
I would wait until we talk about it.
Okay, we haven't really discussed, like we weren't ready to have a discussion on that this evening.
My question is that if legally they're required to send out certified mail, that they were requesting a variance on the zoning, should they not send out certified mail to tell them they're not going to appear and ask for the zoning amendment?
I don't believe that that's a requirement, no.
I mean, there's people here that have an opinion on the matter, and then all of a sudden these people decide they don't want to come and talk about it. I don't understand.
Right, I think that they're doing some more research, so they've decided to just postpone it for the time being. Like I said, to November 16th, and that's when we'll put it back on the agenda.
Okay.
So I apologize for anybody coming thinking that that was going to take place tonight. It was just decided within the last couple days.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Hey, everyone.
Sure.
I presume we're still in the public comments
Yes.
section? Great, thank you very much. My name is Matthew Grisecki. I'm Senior Vice President of Northern Builders.
Bob Kenrick, CFO of Northern. Good to see you all again.
Yeah, good to see you all. As I'm sure you recall, we were here at the last Planning and Zoning meeting to address the proposed zoning change next door. As you may be aware, we were notified yesterday that Iroquois was going to take more time, and they wanted to, we were told, table this for a couple of months, were the words that were used. Certainly it's already been a month, and I just wanted to come see you all this evening to let you know that we would very much appreciate and ask that the committee votes on this at the next meeting. As we shared at our last meeting, we are not comfortable with this proposed zoning change. It really changes everything that we have planned for with the village board and the plans that we have in place. And we have materials ordered for our first building. And should this petition continue beyond next month, it's actually going to cause economic hardship to us because it will cost us a great deal of money in the form of a penalty to cancel our contract for precast wall panels for our building. So so it's a little unclear right now if this, come next month, if this is going to get tabled again, or will the committee vote on this at the next meeting?
As of right now, it's actually, it's going to be moved to the agenda on November 16th, so not,
Okay.
it won't be in October. It'll be in November.
I'd like to make a comment on this too. For one thing, you know, me being a member on this board, this has been a tough decision for us to make. It really has been, because it's affecting two good companies. You know, and somebody's not going to be happy with this decision. That's why we tabled this to begin with, because we want to make sure we get this right, because somebody's going to walk out of this meeting and are not going to be happy. And there's nobody in this village that wants to directly stab anybody. That's why this has been tabled. And I get your point. I do get your point. But I have never had this, to make this type of decision, where somebody's going to get hurt. And that's why it's been pushed around a little bit.
Sure. Well, thank you. Thank you for
You're
sharing
welcome.
that. And I certainly appreciate the position and the, you know, I guess with authority comes those tough decisions, right? It is important, please, to keep in mind that Northern was very mindful of completing our development agreement with the village before we purchased the property. Iroquois purchased the property, and now they're seeking a zoning change. We started this process a year and a half ago now with the village board, and of course we presented to you prior to the village board. So we have a year and a half of work into this. And now, since our development agreement was signed roughly 6 months ago, we've continued with our plans, and we've ordered materials for the building. So I'm sure you can understand from our point of view, we took all the right steps in the right order with getting our development agreement done, and now proceeding with the development and ordering materials. Along comes someone else who purchases land. Now they're seeking a zoning change that greatly impacts what we've planned and what we've been working for. Had they approached the board to seek this zoning change before they bought the property, not only would that have been the smart thing to do, but it would have been the right order in which to do things.
I've got a question as to order. Were you given an opportunity to buy this piece of property?
Originally, we wanted to purchase this property from Don Wilkins. He told us no, because he wanted us to build for him a 50,000 square foot cold storage building on the property. So we wanted it, we were told no, we carved it out of the agreement. I would have gladly purchased it.
Okay.
And then when I heard that the property was sold, my first call was to Don Wilkins to say, what the heck? I wanted to buy this from you. I was supposed to build a cold storage building for you. Everything that I shared with the village board showed your cold storage building. That's part of the master plan. And why would you turn around and sell it off for $400,000 to the first taker? Why didn't you call me? I didn't get a good answer to that question.
You didn't get an opportunity to bid on it at all?
No.
It was just a phone call, hey, this, and you were left out of it?
I heard about it after the fact.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for hearing us. If there's any other questions,
No question, just would ask that you be patient and allow us a little bit more time. Because this, like Ron said, this is something that we definitely have to get right.
I understand. And please understand that, you know, I'm not going to take up more of your time this evening reading the letter that I read to you last time. But, you know, those are very valid concerns. And when we do come back, we're going to have our brokerage team with us. And, you know, I was very direct and truthful with what we said, that we cannot proceed with this next door to us. I cannot do a cold storage building with dust getting into someone's $12 million mechanical system on their roof. It just doesn't work. So, you know, I understand it's a tough decision, but please understand, it's a tough decision for us too. We've been working on this for a year and a half. I think we've done all the right things. We really listened to the board and the mayor, and because she has vision, and we really listened. That dictated our whole plan. The buildings, the loading, I mean, there's hardly any trailer parking on our plan. That's for a reason. And last time around, we were told by Iroquois that they're expecting 150 trucks a day. It doesn't make any sense to us. So we're trying to do the right thing, but, you know, there's an opportunity to have a recycling plant with stockpiles, or there's an opportunity to have Class A industrial buildings and a $100 million investment in the community. But I don't see both. So, but we appreciate you listening.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey guys, Trustee Henson. Just want to say, do your due diligence with both Northern and with Iroquois. Iroquois wants each and every one of you to come out, as Ron and I did, and tour the lot and let you guys have their side of the story. You guys, I'm sure, can get a hold of Northern. I'm not on either side. I just implore you to do your due diligence for both parties, because as Ron said, I don't think there's a winner either way. So, Ms. Bettenhausen has the number for John over at Iroquois, and they do want you guys to come over and ask all the questions, any questions, and tour the facility. So, please do.
Thank you, John.
I took advantage of that. You left the phone number, and I called, and right away I was able to get in the next morning at 9 o'clock. And you come in, and John's waiting for you at the gate, and you'll tour the facility in his truck to the plant and see exactly the property that's in question, because it's very difficult to see, without a map or without, we're going to try to get to that, but it would help a lot if you did go out and you took a look.
All right, so we're going to move on to the public meeting. I need a motion to open that.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All right, roll call, please.
Culp. Lindstrom.
Yep.
Trevino.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes.
Brophy.
Yes.
All right, I skipped a part. The public meeting that we're opening is for TA Operations LLC special use application for the property located at 5914 West Manhattan Monee Road. Would a representative from TA please come up to present your case in regards to your application?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Ben Fullenkamp. I'm with Connor & Gaskins Unlimited. We are the contractor for Travel Centers of America and Petro. And with me, I have Don Wilson and Greg Smallwood from TA and Petro themselves. We are here to discuss a special use permit to have a fence in the front yard of the property that is currently a overflow parking lot for the trucks and trailers. The special use need comes from code section 11-6-7, which was provided by the village. And I'd like to show you a couple pictures just to give you a general overview of what we have going on here. The property is shown here, highlighted in red across from the travel center or the Petro facility. Here's a site plan for all of the improvements that generated the need for this fence. We're going to be installing, or we plan to install, a 5-bay trailer service facility specifically for the truck trailers themselves. No work's going to be being done on the trucks. just to have local and other trucking companies be able to have their trailers serviced. We have provided 51 parking spaces to house the trailers before, during, and after their renovation for these companies to come in and pick up their trailers. The reason we want this fence here is because just to provide a little bit more protection and security to those trucks and trailers, because they are being left there unwatched for some period of time, and we just wanted to make sure that nothing bad happens to them. Here's our landscaping plan that we've come up with. We were requested by the village to have some arborvitae trees placed in front of this fence.
Can you point or mouse that section? Yeah,
Sure thing.
thank you.
Oh, I don't know if it's showing up on the TV there. So if you look to the right of the screen, you'll see some circles. Those represent the arborvitae trees. We've gone with American arborvitaes. These trees can grow to 40 to 60 feet during their maturity and have a wingspan of about 10 to 15 feet. They take about, or they grow on average 1 to 2 feet per year. Here's a graphic showing the floor plan for the trailer facility. Just gonna have some tire storage as well as parts and equipment storage, a couple bathrooms for employees and customers, a desk area for the employees and customers as well, and 5 bays to service these trailers. Here's a rendering showing what the site will look like with the trees installed in their infant stage. And then this is what the trees are going to look like after they've been given some time to grow. Some details for the fence. We are compliant with code section 11-6-7 except for subsection I-2A, where it states that these fences there's no fences allowed in the front yard of a property unless it is specifically for aesthetic purposes. And as you can see, we have a Cyclone standard galvanized metal finish. That's not the most aesthetically pleasing fence, it's just a standard. So we were requested by the village to have these trees placed in front of it to ease some of the view. Just some details on the fence and gate. It's going to be 8 feet tall, and the gate will be placed in the entrance and exit for the trucks to get out. It's a man-rolled or a hand-powered gate, so it's no mechanics behind it, just human strength. Purpose and reasoning for the fence. This needs to provide extra security and protection, as I mentioned earlier, for the trucks being stored on site. We want to keep out unwanted traffic to limit this site's traffic specifically to the trucking companies that are coming to have their trailers serviced. As for timing on construction, right now we're working through permitting and there's no set schedule due to the winter months coming, and being able to break ground during the winter just is not a thing. The fence installation will also be towards the end of the project, so that will be the final phase, and that will not come for at least a couple months after, 2 to 3 months after the project is started. Open for any questions or comments.
I got a comment. I'm not in favor of any fences. I think they're all ugly, to be honest with you. And I like the idea with the trees, you know, and I think that's important as can be. I mean, nobody wants to see a, you know, bunch of trucks and whatever. You guys, can you put like grasses actually in between the trees? The tall ornamental grasses? Hide that fence even more. Hide that fence as much as you can. Because we don't want to wait 10 years to finally see, okay, now we ain't going to see this no more.
Okay. That would have to be discussed with the client, just because I'm representing them. I can speak on their behalf. But anything operational wise, I would have to refer to Don Wilson. As for that question specifically, I would have to go back to.
Ornamental grasses aren't too expensive, so.
All right.
That's okay. We would do that.
I would think that, okay.
All right, any other questions? All right, does anybody from the public have any questions in regards to this? No. All right, I need a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All right, roll call, please.
Lidstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Cole.
All right, can I have a favorable or unfavorable recommendation?
I'll make a favorable motion for that.
All right, roll call, please.
Trevino,
Favorable?
West,
Yes, favorable.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. We'll pass our recommendation on to the board. Their next meeting is next Wednesday, September 28th at 6:30. We would recommend you attend that meeting as well in case they have any questions or that for you.
All righty, will do.
All right, thank you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for your presentation. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
All right, so next, I need a motion to open the public meeting for Ms. McDonald and Mr. Hamilton's variance application for the property located at 25727 South Violet Lane.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All right, roll call, please.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
So we are here to request variance on our fence to get it replaced and built.
All right. We have the cards for that, correct?
I do, yes.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions in regards to the fence?
Madam Chair, we looked at the possibility of getting the property in question from the overhead view from Google Map.
Oh, okay.
This gives everybody an idea of what we're looking at, and if there's any questions, I think, we can answer them a lot easier that way.
Good idea.
Okay.
What's the address?
25727 South Violet.
There you are.
Yep, there's this.
That's you,
Yes.
okay.
How's that? Is that you?
Yes, it is.
That's you, okay. Now we can all see what we're looking at and talking about
All
here.
right, good idea.
So we are looking to tear down what is currently existing and put back up on the property line and extend the fence to the sidewalk, which is out of ordinance, I guess, and that's what we're coming to ask. There's many corner houses in the neighborhood that also have their fence extended to the sidewalk, leaving, a little space to make sure that pedestrians have the right of way. It will stay behind, or it will stay greater than 150 feet, I believe, from the corner. So it shouldn't obstruct view from any cars coming down that street. Also, that street there's no stop sign. The stop sign is on Violet itself.
Very good.
So we have to stop before going into that street.
The actual property line from the corner of that fence is 23 feet. Right, correct? The fence line, according to your drawing, is 23 feet.
Yes, it's
So that gives
23
you
feet extra.
approximately 16 inches to the sidewalk. You'll have a 16-inch strip,
Okay.
right? There's an example. I don't want to ruin this for you, but we just started using this. If I can get on, John, I want to go east. And I want to show you what you will look like when you get done.
Okay.
How's that?
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, you want to go east. Right?
Yep. That is what we are looking to do.
That's
Correct.
one street over.
Yes, that is what we are looking to do with our fence.
All right, so that's where you are. And if this one is correct, it's approximately 16 inches from the sidewalk to the fence.
Okay.
You're still on your property line.
Yes.
All right? And again, in this situation here, no stop signs, there's no obstructed view. There's probably, three car lengths from the end of the fence to the
Approximately
corner.
up to the corner.
Any questions?
Questions?
No? Okay. Anybody from the public have a comment or anything? Yes.
I'd like to know what they're gonna do about the utilities in their back corner, because I share the fence line with them.
So we planned on building on the property line, which would push the utilities outside of our property. However, we are looking to get a gate in that area so utilities can still access.
I'm sorry, where's the gate going to be?
The gate is going to be on our side with the utilities. So it will swing open and they can access the utilities, yes.
Okay, oh, got it.
Is that, okay. All right, I just want to make sure. Okay. Anyone else? Everybody else is good? Okay. Can I get a motion to close the public meeting?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All right, roll call, please.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Lidstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yep.
West.
Yes.
All right. Can I have a favorable or unfavorable recommendation?
I'll make a favorable.
I'll second it.
All right, roll call, please.
Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Favorable?
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes. All right. Thank you
you
very much. So we will pass your, what's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll make the recommendation to the board, and their next meeting is next Wednesday, the 28th at 6:30, and you'll want to attend that as well.
Awesome, thank
All
you.
right, thank you. All right, so we did the unfinished business, so now on to new business. Don't believe we have anything, correct? All right, so I think I just need a motion to adjourn.
I will make that motion.
Awesome, roll call, please.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Culp.
Yes.
Oh, there goes my